Today I'm going to introduce you to the newest product from MyStudio called the PS5 Portastudio. I'm going to basically walk you through the process of taking it out of the box and setting it up for the first time. So right here I've got it, the box. You can see it's kind of a handy compact box. This is really the first truly portable tabletop photo studio that MyStudio has put out. The only tools you're going to need, basically a box cutter or knife to open the box, then a screwdriver, flat or Phillips, and I've got a 7/16 inch nut driver here. You can also use a open-end wrench, 7/16 or a crescent wrench. It's basically all you need. So let me open the box here. And the first thing you'll notice is that inside there is a tube, and inside the tube there are two kind of long, thin boxes. This white one has actually the light fixture in it. Now, this is the same fluorescent light fixture that's in the MS-20 and the MS-32 tabletop photo studios. So it's the same light fixture. This brown box has the assembly and hardware, and we're going to go ahead and dump that out really quick. I'll go through that in just a second. What's in there? Let's see. Oh, we also have the 5000K fluorescent light. This is a daylight color-corrected light specifically for photography. Produces accurate lighting and color. And then the final item is a tube wrapped with a white, basically a white plastic, and this is what is the main background and reflective element. And we're going to set that up last, so we're going to put that off to the side. I think that's basically it. Okay, so inside that brown box was this hardware. I'm going to dissect that for you one at a time here. Okay, the smallest black objects in here, you'll notice that they look almost identical, but they face different directions. These are what we call the feet. So we're going to put these here. Now the one's right and one's left, you can tell by the way that the outside part of it faces. So the right side faces to the right, left side faces to the left. Now these are two identical black pieces that we call the legs. The bottom of the leg has the two holes, and the top have the 4 sets of holes. So we're going to put those like this. The last piece in here is the crossbar. You can tell it's the longest, but it's also got the MyStudio sticker logo on there, so that will be important to help align it when we put that together. And then there's also the screws and nuts. And the great thing about this one, this particular studio, is that it only uses one size screw and one size nut. So when you're putting the pieces together, it doesn't matter which one you grab, one screw and one nut. First thing you want to put together is the legs and the feet. I'm going to do the right ones first. Take the 2 holes at the bottom of the leg, and you're going to put that on the outside of the part that's bent upwards of the foot. The textured side, you probably can't see from here, but one side of this is textured. That goes towards the outside. Basically, just place the nut or the screw from the outside of the leg through the foot, and then put the nut on the back. Just doing it finger tight for now. We'll tighten it up later. And then the second hole. And then to tighten it, you would basically take your screwdriver and on the other side, nut driver or wrench. One side to hold it fast, and the other side to actually do the tightening. You don't need to go too tight, but just snug. So there is the right leg and foot assembly, and we're going to do the exact same thing to the left. You put the leg on the outside of the foot, put the screw facing from the outside towards the inside, the textured side facing out, and then the nut just goes on the inside. Now we have a left foot and leg and a right foot and leg. We are going to attach the crossbar assembly to that. One other item that was in there are these 2 metal pieces I forgot to mention. These are reflector brackets. We'll get to those later. All right, now take the crossbar. Remember the MyStudio sticker faces the outside, and it is upright like this. And we're going to attach this. It doesn't matter if you start right or left, but I'm going to start with the left leg because I'm standing over here. And I don't know if you can see, but the 4 sets of holes, you want to attach it to the farthest set back from the foot. So there's 2 holes we're going to align. It doesn't matter which ones you attach it to. I'm going to choose the top 2 for this. I'm going to put the crossbar on the inside, and I'm going to screw it from the outside of the leg through the crossbar, and then you just put the nut on the other side. Now when you go to the other side, you want to make sure you put it in the same 2 holes so that the height remains the same. Alright, so there's one side. Remember, it goes on the holes towards the rear of the foot. Screw from the outside. Nut on the inside. Okay, so next we've got our finished assembly. We're going to lay that back down. Obviously it helps to have a nice flat surface to put this all together on. Now we're going to take these 2 metal reflector brackets that I showed you a minute ago, and we're going to put one on either side of the crossbar. Again, the same size screw. You align it to the 2 screws on the far side. It just goes down flat. Put the screw from the inside and the nut on the outside. That has 2 on either side. I'm going to do this to this side and then the other side. I'm just doing finger tight for now, but you'd want to snug it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm doing the other side. Now these reflector brackets are actually going to hold up the white background that's right now wrapped around the tube. We'll get to that in just a few minutes because, believe it or not, we are almost done. Okay, now that the reflector brackets are on, it's time to put the lamp on the crossbar. So you take your lamp assembly, and I just took the diffuser off. You want to be careful when you take these off. You just kind of pinch the ends and the little tabs come out because they can break off fairly easily. Now the lamp is going to attach to the inside of your crossbar. It doesn't matter actually if you want the cord on the right side or the left side. I'm going to do it on the left side for now because the holes will line up either way and it doesn't matter in the end. You basically place it flat down against the crossbar, and you take your remaining 2 screws and nuts and you're going to put the screw inside the lamp through the hole in the crossbar. I can't see very well. And then put your nut on the outside. Now you want to tighten these, but these ones you want to be very careful not to over tighten. You don't want to crack the plastic in the lamp at all. Now once those are on, you want to take your fluorescent light bulb and you want to take that out of the package. And you want to fit this inside the lamp. These little, there's little kind of the prongs on either end. You want to just fit that into the little slots in the lamp. It can be a little tricky sometimes, but once it goes in, you want to give it about a 1/4 turn and it will kind of click into place. Then you just replace the diffuser by putting those little slots in. Okay, so once the diffuser is back on the light, you basically stand it up and there's your assembly. Now it's ready for the background. And so go ahead and take the white background. There may be some tape holding it on. Go ahead and take that tape off and just begin to unroll it. Now there's 5 feet of this, so just be prepared that there's going to be quite a bit of this coming off. And this tube you may want to use later to roll this back up on it to keep it nice if you're moving it. Now the two sides to this may look the same, but one side is often glossier than the other. You want to use the side that is less glossy, the most flat side, as your front. And you're just going to place that between the assembly legs and just start feeding it through until the end is basically even with the ends of the legs and feet. Then this part would be helpful to have two people, but of course one person can do it. You want to bring this carefully over the reflector brackets and line it up at the very end of the crossbar, and then you're going to take these little clips that were also in the packet and just put it right on the edge. Now you want to line up the end of this right basically where it meets the crossbar. You don't want to overhang it and you don't want it to be too short. So you basically do both sides. And you are ready. I'm just going to tuck this under here a little bit because it's still a little bit curly from coming out. Basically ready to plug in the light, which I'm going to do. And flip it on. So there you have it, the PS5 Portastudio from MyStudio. It is a great, handy, very portable little photo studio that's very flexible. One of the things that I don't have here is different color backgrounds, and that's one of the things that sets this apart from the other MyStudio items and basically any other tabletop photo studio, is that you can actually put different color backgrounds. We have 10 different colors, professional quality backgrounds that you can purchase and use to place in there to get all kinds of different colors. You've got your color corrected 5000K lighting. You still have your gentle sweep that'll give you that kind of infinity professional look to your background. So if you do any eBay auction photography, jewelry photography, anything online retail, this is a perfect item. So I hope that was helpful in the setup, and good luck and happy shooting.